Welcome to the channel, you lot. We're thrilled to have you here with us today. Today, we're not messing around with fancy recipes or gourmet techniques. Instead, we're diving headfirst into a topic that's crucial for every home cook, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out on your culinary journey. We're talking about 10 common foods that can turn downright dangerous when reheated. Yes, you heard that right. Foods that can become hazardous to your health if not handled properly. That's right, you heard me right. These everyday ingredients, which you might use regularly, can pose serious risks. These seemingly innocent ingredients can turn into a recipe for disaster if you're not careful. From causing food poisoning to triggering allergic reactions, the dangers are real. So listen up, because what you're about to learn could save you from a world of pain. And by pain, I mean a one-way ticket to the bathroom or worse. Imagine having to deal with severe stomach cramps or even a trip to the hospital. Now, before we get this show on the road, make sure you've hit that subscribe button, slammed that like button, and spread the word like wildfire. Share this video with your friends and family, because everyone deserves to know these crucial kitchen safety tips. Let's make cooking safer and more enjoyable for everyone. First up, we've got chicken. You know, that supposedly safe, protein-packed staple? It's a favorite in many households, and for good reason. Chicken is versatile, delicious, and can be cooked in countless ways. Well, think again. Reheating chicken, especially if it's not done properly, is like playing Russian roulette with your gut. You might think a quick zap in the microwave is harmless, but it can be quite the opposite. Listen, when you cook chicken the first time, the heat transforms the protein structure. This initial cooking process is crucial for making the chicken safe to eat. But reheat it, and you're basically inviting trouble. The reheating process can cause the proteins to break down even further, which can lead to a less stable structure. The protein breaks down further, making it a breeding ground for bacteria. These bacteria can multiply rapidly, especially if the chicken isn't reheated to the right temperature. And let me tell you, you don't want to mess with those microscopic monsters. Bacteria like Salmonella and Campylobacter can cause serious health issues. You're looking at a guaranteed one-way ticket to food poisoning, city cramps, nausea, the runs, the whole 9 yards. Not pretty, is it? These symptoms can be severe and can last for days, making you feel absolutely miserable. So next time you're thinking about reheating that leftover chicken, think again. Consider other options like eating it cold in a salad or sandwich, or simply cooking a fresh batch. It's just not worth the risk. Your health is far more important than saving a few leftovers. Stay safe and make smart choices with your food. Next on the chopping block is rice. Yes, that humble grain that finds its way into so many of our meals. I know, rice is a staple in many cultures, but don't let its innocent appearance fool you. From sushi to biryani, rice is beloved worldwide, but it has a dark side. That seemingly harmless bowl of rice could be harboring a nasty little secret, Bacillus cereus. This sneaky bacteria can turn your favorite dish into a health hazard. This bacteria loves to hang out in cooked rice, and the longer you leave it at room temperature, the more it multiplies. Just imagine, every minute you leave that rice out, the bacteria are having a party. And guess what? Reheating it won't kill these resilient little buggers. You might think a quick zap in the microwave will do the trick, but you'd be wrong. They produce toxins that can survive even high temperatures. These toxins are like tiny, invisible landmines in your food. So, what happens when you eat rice contaminated with these toxins? It's not pretty. You're in for a world of pain, my friend. The symptoms can hit you hard and fast. We're talking vomiting, diarrhea, and enough stomach cramps to make you wish you'd never heard of rice. It's a full-on assault on your digestive system, leaving you miserable and regretting that last bite. So, next time you cook rice, be mindful. Store it properly, refrigerate it promptly, and avoid leaving it out for too long. Your stomach will thank you. Right, moving on to a root vegetable that's often abused in the kitchen, the humble potato. Now, a properly cooked baked potato is a thing of beauty, but reheat it, and you might as well be playing with fire. Here's the deal. When you store cooked potatoes at room temperature, especially those wrapped in foil, you're creating the perfect environment for Clostridium botulinum to thrive. This little devil produces botulinum toxin, one of the most dangerous toxins known to man. We're not talking about a little tummy ache here, folks. Botulism is serious business. It can cause paralysis, respiratory failure, even death. So, unless you fancy a date with a ventilator, Be very, very careful about reheating potatoes. Chapter 4. Spinach, that leafy green powerhouse of nutrients, can turn from hero to villain faster than you can say Popeye. The problem lies in those healthy nitrates found naturally in spinach. When you reheat spinach, especially multiple times, you're basically giving those nitrates a one-way ticket to becoming nitrites. And nitrites, my friends, are bad news. They interfere with the blood's ability to carry oxygen, leading to a condition called methemoglobinemia. Symptoms include shortness of breath, dizziness, headaches, even blue-tinged skin. Not exactly the healthy glow you were going for, is it? Chapter 5. Eggs. Those versatile little wonders can also turn on you if you're not careful with reheating. Now, a freshly cooked egg is a beautiful thing, but reheat it, especially at high temperatures, and you're risking a culinary catastrophe. See, eggs are packed with protein, which, as we've already established, can be a bit temperamental when exposed to heat. Reheating eggs, especially for a prolonged period, can cause the proteins to break down and create harmful compounds. We're talking digestive upset, nausea, vomiting, the kind of breakfast experience that'll put you off eggs for life. So, do yourself a favor and cook your eggs fresh. Chapter 6. Mushrooms, those fungal delights, can be a real treat when cooked properly. But reheat them, and you're entering a culinary danger zone. Mushrooms, like many of the foods on this list, are sensitive to heat. Reheating them, especially more than once, can cause the proteins to degrade, leading to digestive issues and even heart problems. You see, those delicate proteins in mushrooms start to break down when exposed to high heat, and reheating them just exacerbates the problem. This can lead to the formation of harmful compounds that can wreak havoc on your digestive system and even your heart. Chapter 7. Celery, don't stalk your health. Celery, that crunchy low-calorie snack, might seem harmless, but it too can turn against you when reheated. Just like spinach and beets, celery contains nitrates, which, as we've learned, can transform into harmful nitrites when heated. These nitrites can interfere with the way your body uses oxygen, leading to a range of health problems. So, while a stick of celery might seem like a healthy snack, be cautious about reheating it. It's best to enjoy celery fresh or add it to dishes at the end of cooking to preserve its nutrients and avoid the formation of harmful nitrites. Beets, those vibrant root vegetables, are packed with nutrients, but they also contain, you guessed it, nitrates. And just like their leafy green counterparts, reheating beets can convert those nitrates into potentially harmful nitrites. So, while beets are a delicious and nutritious addition to your diet, it's best to enjoy them fresh or add them to dishes towards the end of cooking to minimize the formation of nitrites. Remember, a little caution in the kitchen can go a long way in protecting your health. Oil, the foundation of many a delicious dish, can turn from friend to foe when reheated, especially repeatedly. You see, when you heat oil to high temperatures, it undergoes a process called oxidation. This process creates harmful compounds like free radicals and trans fats, which can damage your cells and increase your risk of heart disease, cancer, and other chronic illnesses. So, the next time you're tempted to reheat oil, think twice. It's best to use fresh oil each time you cook to avoid the formation of these harmful compounds and protect your health. Last but not least, let's talk about fish. Now, a beautifully cooked piece of fish is a culinary delight, but reheat it, and you're swimming in dangerous waters. Fish, like many other protein-rich foods, is highly susceptible to bacterial growth when not stored properly. Reheating fish, especially at high temperatures, can create the perfect breeding ground for bacteria, leading to food poisoning. And trust me, you don't want to mess with food poisoning from fish. It's not a pleasant experience. So do yourself a favor and enjoy your fish fresh. It's the safest and most delicious way to savor this delicate protein. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 common foods that can turn from harmless to hazardous when reheated. Remember, knowledge is power, and in the kitchen, it can also mean the difference between a delicious meal and a trip to the hospital. So, be mindful of what you reheat, follow safe food handling practices, and when in doubt, throw it out. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, share, and comment below. Stay safe and mindful about reheating your food.